All right, I got one more question. I forgot to record. I forgot to record this. Well, at first I didn't write it down, and then I think I was editing it. I was like, "Bro, you dumbass! Like you didn't ask like where the name came from."
Yeah.
So real quick, where did the name come from?
The name came from this Cuban song that my mom used to play when we were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cuban slogan is "Hasta la victoria para siempre" or "Hasta la victoria hasta siempre." So yeah, there's just a bunch of songs, and then there's this Cuban song my mom played when we were younger, and like my uncle was into the whole Cuban thing. He's Cuban, so he's into the whole revolution.
Yeah. So what is it? What does it translate to?
Until forever, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know how to start this. Let me see. We are at. Where are we?
We're at Hasta Siempre Books, my bookshop / I guess it's just a bookshop.
Yeah.
I got clothes. I got the homies clothes. I got some shirts that I've curated, like some old vintage shirts, DVDs, magazines, local zines, a lot of photo books, art books, fashion books, literature.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I love like the environment you created. Like, I remember like first time I came in here, like just from like this wall to this wall, it's like a whole world that you made, and like you really like executed it like beautifully and everything like that. And like, yeah, and like honestly, I think the sign like is like that. It's the finishing touch. It's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I'm always in the neon. Like just like the glow that it like adds so much to the room.
And it's handmade though, right?
Yeah,
like,
it was
gotta,
Paul's neon signs. They're like down the street. Yeah, they're
so
sick.
The handcraftedness of it, the glow, and I don't know why people just don't do it as much anymore. Like,
yeah, everything's getting into like LEDs. People are into LEDs now, but neon is like classic Vegas shit.
Yeah, no, I just like even like I really want one like in my room, like that'd just be sick.
Yeah,
like, just like that. So, how did you get to this point? The journey it took, like before there was, any bookstore to now. Like what was that like?
I've always been into books. I've always been going out of my way to find books that I always really like seen online and just wanted to have. And there's like a huge importance in my head of tangible things that you could pass down to someone you care about. Like you could send someone a link or something, but you never know when it's gonna get erased for some reason or whatever.
Right, deleted.
Tangible stuff has always been important to me. I've always collected like old shirts.
Right.
I have a crazy record collection. I have like a bunch of DVDs in my house. I have everything that's physical that I love. I just like having it in my hands. So I think it's the importance of that made me want to open the shop, and I've always been a collector. I grew up in Vegas. We have like a few really good bookstores, but nothing like that's like fine tuned to like the world of art.
Just a bookstore, really.
Yeah. Like something it's small. Like it's a pretty small spot, but I think it's pretty curated with like stuff that I'm really into, artists that I'm into that I don't really see get showed at like other stores here in Vegas.
Or highlighted at least.
Yeah.
And like, so what goes into your like tailoring? Like how do you fine tune, pick each book?
I'm a nerd. I feel like I just like, I'll be at home. I'll read into something. I'll watch it. Then I'll watch an interview on something. Then another name gets mentioned. Then I go through their whole thing, and then I do more research on them. But it always stems from an artist that I really respect.
Like a rabbit hole, kind of.
It's a rabbit hole every single time. And then like when I'm ordering books, I'll when I'm like looking at and I don't do it for like research purposes or anything. I'm literally just curious. Like I want to know what like Diana Lawson had to say about like her last photography show or whatever. And then they'll like name off like 3 other artists, and I'll get into that. And at the end of the day, I think it's all just stuff that I'm into. But then I also have to keep in mind that I'm a shop and I have to cater to other things and what other people want. So it's kind of, I've been finding that balance of like what sells and then what I'm just buying because I like having here.
Yeah, and I think that goes into like any avenue of creativity, and I feel that too. Like when I'm designing clothes, like it's that I think sometimes the the selling part or like
Yeah.
the business part
Yeah.
speaks over the creativity, and they just can't be the same.
Yeah.
So it's like a tug of war kind of thing, because you don't want to completely give in, because you have to honestly think of the audience last.
That's
I remember
true.
hearing that, like they can't even have any input, even
Yeah.
if they think whatever they think they want, they don't. So that's your job to kind of like fine tune that. But like, yeah. So do you read every book that you?
No, I don't
just
read.
kinda
I
like
don't read every book, but I've read like the literature that I have. I've read all the authors, so I'll already kind of know what their medium is, and like if I really respect them, like Philip K. Dick, like I've read like probably like 3 or 4 of his novels, but I'm comfortable enough to have like all his. I mean, I'll do my research about it, make sure it's like cool and like whatever, but I'll read the author and then I'll just order whatever book that they have also. So I don't read every book, but I'm like pretty knowledgeable on most of the artists that I have here.
That's crazy, so that kind of basically means that every book kind of has your fingerprints.
Yeah. I mean,
on it.
it's me ordering them, so like.
But like not just like blind ordering, like okay, whatever. Like you're doing your research. So it's like you've touched every book in a sense.
Yeah.
And you go to another bookstore, it's just kind of mass.
It's like it's just
a
like,
library.
It's all thrown in there, which is cool, and I can spend like hours there and stuff too. But like, I feel like I kind of made it a little easier for people to find what they're looking for if they know about like if they're into certain like niche topics of like painting. There's even books on like performance art. I have like architecture books, film books, a little bit of everything.
And they all kind of like have a relationship with one another,
Yeah, no, they do.
Yeah,
they do. It's a lot of contemporary stuff, and then a lot of it's whatever is like in my mind is I think is cool.
Do you have a top list of books, or are you kind of like,
that I'm selling, or that just in general?
No, just kind of like your top. What really changed you? Really like moved you?
As in like books. I really love the Motorcycle Diaries. It's by Che Guevara. It's before he was like radicalized, and before he was like a revolutionary. He was like a middle class kid, going to school to be like a doctor, and then he traveled like the coast of South America, and that trip kind of radicalized him to seeing like how many problems are in South America, and then that made him become a revolutionary. So that's a good one. I read this book called The Transmigration of Timothy Archer.
Okay.
It's like a sci-fi novel, but it's kind of like it has a real aspect to it because it's this guy that existed in real life, and then it has like a sci-fi ending to it. It's really cool. It's really good. It's insightful. It has a lot of really good references. Like I always find like really good songs in books too. Like they'll just like I don't know they'll just talk about a song, and then I'll look it up, and it's like usually really good.
Yeah. And then you could like when you listen to it, you're kind of like remembering that and thinking back to that. That's sick, bro.
But no, I have a long list. I have a really long list. Whether it's literature, whether it's photo books, whether it's art books, whether it's like books that they'll sell. Say like an artist is having like a solo show at like Jeffrey Deitch Gallery.
Right.
And then they'll just have a book that has like all their pieces and the layout and everything. Like it's endless. There's so much good stuff out there. Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. It made me want to read more. I don't know, I've been listening to more audiobooks lately, but I don't know, like, I used to be like a top reader. Like middle school, elementary school, like honestly my whole school career, like I was like top, but I don't know, like just like at the end of that, I feel like kind of turned into like that short form kind of like part of my brain. So like the attention span definitely like.
Oh no, dude, that's happening. That's like happening big time, like with like. It's just social media.
So I gotta
TikTok
like sit down. I gotta like I throw my phone. I gotta like get into it. And it's like
I've had that trouble lately. But I've been reading some books that like people I know here in Vegas have read or have written. This professor I met from UNLV, Roberto. He wrote a book called Unforgetting.
Right.
It's like a memoir. He has a crazy life. He like did a lot of good work. But he has this book called Unforgetting about like his family coming from El Salvador, and like his life work and what his mission was when he was
Right.
in Cali, and like it's like a memoir, but it helps when like you know who's writing this book. Like I go through books like in like 3 days when it's like my homie's book, because I'm just so interested in seeing what they have to say. So that
Like
helps.
a friend wrote the book?
Yeah,
type?
yeah.
Are you
That-
are you thinking about writing a book or?
I can't write, dude.
What?
I've tried. I mean,
You can.
I can, but nah. I do want to put together a zine. That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. I've played around with that a little. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I'm in the middle of it right now.
Oh, bet.
I'm just putting like poems that I'm into and song lyrics that I'm into, and kind of collaging them with random images I have on my phone
Right.
and that I found like on like internet archives and just
Archive,
like,
dude, that's sick.
yeah.
I feel like that's how I feel. Like I made a magazine, and like just to have a tangible thing, I don't know, like it's just real.
Yeah, like having a
And,
tangible
like,
piece
it'll
that you
last.
have done.
Also, it can't be edited. It can't be like you read something online, like let's say it's like an article or a book or whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever it is, like it can't be updated or edited.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
It's so raw.
Yeah, I was talking
You
to
know what I'm
that
saying?
about the homie, how tangible things can't be edited. Like
Yeah.
there's like on Amazon now, if you watch movies, there's like they edit some of the scenes that are like inappropriate, or I think like Disney Plus will like
Oh, yeah,
show.
they'll change it.
Sometimes it's good because like they're showing like it's like what they're taking out is like either like not appropriate anymore or whatever. But the fact that they have that power to like edit whatever
And
compared to
change.
what the director actually wanted you to see, it's kind of weird to me. It's kind
Yeah.
of like, oh, like they have that power now.
watching it, reading it, taking it in with the context, like this is not inappropriate anymore. We
Yeah.
don't do this anymore, and then moving on is
Yeah.
better than like this never happened,
Right.
right? Like that's like growth in society. That's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, if we can watch some shit, and it's like, oh my god, like, how did we let that happen?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we're like, all right, like let's not do that again. Let's do
Yeah.
it. But like the acting of like it never happening is
Right, yeah, like erasing it.
So what's the future? Because I mean, these two walls are beautiful. Have you thought about?
I like the space because I like how small it is and how
Right.
like intimate it feels.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Well, the future right now is like I'm gonna keep doing the shop. I'm gonna keep bringing books that haven't really been like sold here in Vegas or have people have access to. But I do want to get into more community work and more like shows, like art shows with with the homies. We've done 2.
What's the names of them?
The collective is called Scrambled Eggs.
Oh,
Yeah. It's by the homie Manny.
I know them.
Yeah, so we did 2 shows back here. Manny's done a ton. Yeah, we just had a little sit down, and we want to start the year off strong. So we have one coming up, hopefully in February. We'll get it everything approved, and then
Okay.
like late February.
I would love if it's able. I would love to just watch. I won't say nothing, but just to like sit and like watch y'all like absorb what y'all doing. That'd be
Yeah.
super cool. Like
Yeah, no, it's literally you just sit down and whatever you've had on your chest that you want to like, oh, I think this would be a great idea for a show, and then someone will agree with you, and then you just start spitballing things. That's how all the shows start.
brainstorm.
Yeah, we just meet up like for the last 2 shows. We just met up at my house with myself, Isaac, Alexis, and then whatever curator we want to hop on.
Curate. What does a curator do?
A curator basically it just picks what artists and what theme and kind of like puts everything together. A curator just kind of like just like makes the whole show, puts together what they want to see and how they want it to balance off each other, and
That's sick.
yeah. So Alexis and Isaac are both artists, and then I guess I'm a curator, and then we'll have another curator hop on that we want. Like, because we don't want it to be the same thing always. so.
Yeah, and then it's also like, I mean, introducing new people, and then just you just having more people, like not just 1 or 2 people. Like, I don't know, people, bands, whatever. Like, you have your own connection to like, so it's like you might know somebody that's perfect that so-and-so doesn't know, or he doesn't know. So
Yeah.
it's like cool to be able to like bring that. So I think the
Yeah.
openness of it is really cool. But
Yeah, dude, Vegas has a lot of really, really talented people.
yeah,
And
yeah.
people look over that because everyone in Vegas wants to like hate Vegas for some reason.
Dude, it's crazy. No, you know what I always
but
said?
we really have to look within because we have some like crazy talented people.
That
because of that weird mentality drives them away, and they'll leave to New York as soon as they graduate, or they'll leave to Los Angeles, and it's like, it sucks because I have so many homies that have moved out because they're like, oh, but, like I can't do shit here. And that's another reason we kind of wanna
make shit happen.
We want to make things happen. We want to put shows together that a large amount of people come through, and everyone kind of like feeds off that energy, because that's really important. That'll keep an artist here.
Right.
It'll put a charger on the artist's back to make more work and want to show more. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I just told everybody like we could live in Idaho. I kept saying that. I was just like, bro, like, oh, Vegas, this, and like, it had this.
No,
like,
yeah, you could.
Like, I'm like, bro, we could dead ass be like.
You could be in Bakersfield,
Montana, for real. You're lucky, like,
yeah.
You know, like middle of nowhere, like, you know. So it's like they literally have to move. Like,
no, yeah, at that point you do, but no, Vegas is growing. Are you good with like a sewing machine?
Yeah, I'm not bad.
Okay.
I taught myself. So
yeah.
I don't know. I'll let y'all be the judge of that. You know, let me see. No, for me, I'm trying to like learn from the greats and trying to learn, and you know, I want to like, I'm not there yet. Like I wouldn't call myself a designer. I think even if I had a couple collections under my belt, I wouldn't call myself a designer yet. I think when I'm like 30 or 40, like old man, you know, really like put some cool shit together, blindfolded, like. You know,
I was talking to that.
Have fun,
I was talking about that with the homegirl, like. You watch like an elderly man walking down the street and they look so fly with like, it's so effortless.
Regular, yeah. I try to steal their.
Yeah, me too. Like New Balances and like
the dog.
like an old LA Times jacket.
That's hard with the button.
Yeah, the homie got me this. No, but we were talking. We were like, they have years of experience. Of just knowing how good, like they have their, it's like 60 years of trial and error, like what fits.
They know
what
doesn't. Yeah, dude, I was just saying that. Like they know like what fits on their body.
Yeah.
And like what does and what color, like
Yeah.
Even on accident, they're just like,
nah. They cannot match at all, and they still look sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. So, but what was your upbringing like here? Like
in Vegas, I'm the son of immigrant parents, so I came here when I was 6.
Oh, okay, you moved. So you moved here?
Yeah, from Ecuador.
Really?
Yeah, I came here when I was 6.
Do you remember anything like?
I just remember like a huge culture shock of like so much shit hitting you all at once in America.
Whoa.
Like advertisements, and I guess which is what capitalism is now. Advertisements and like.
So back when you were in Ecuador, like it was.
Like, it's a little.
Describe it.
It's a little more. It's like slow paced. You got mountains all around you, a lot of ranch houses. Like it's not like this like magnifying glass of like capital and like we're gonna throw you this product and give you this and this and this and that and like a fast life. Yeah. So it was crazy. I didn't know English either. I had to like learn in school, so I got thrown.
Look at you at the bookstore.
Yeah,
bro.
I got thrown in school without knowing English.
Dude, no, but you're like you're like the reader. So
yeah, no, dude, I have homies like my homie Harrison, crazy avid reader, and he's like a writer too. He's a professor at UNLV now.
Right.
Like there's people that are just on like a whole nother level I look up to.
But like it's just beautiful, just the transition to that. Like I mean, you didn't know English.
Oh yeah.
Now you know English. You know.
Now I know.
Yeah. So that's really sick.
Yeah. And then just high school.
So you moved straight here from Ecuador.
Straight here, yeah.
Okay.
I was 6 years old. Got thrown in school and learned English pretty quick, I guess.
Right.
And then I used to skate. I think everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah.
I used to skate. Played sports here and there. Played like soccer. Played lacrosse. And high school. Just as Vegas as it could get, really.
Right. Yeah. And then so, after high school.
I opened a shop with the homies. It was like a clothing store.
Sorry.
Yeah, then that went well. I did that for a pretty long time.
What was that called?
It's called Bring It Back.
Bring It Back.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then now I'm doing this.
Okay, is it still open, or you guys kind of?
Yeah, no, it's still.
For real?
Yeah. I just don't have nothing to do with it anymore.
Okay. Bring it back, and then you just open this.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Cause during that whole time I was like really into books. I was always into books. I wanted to have like a bookshop.
Right.
Literally just that's all I wanted to do. Just have a bookstore, just to have cool shit in here for everyone.
And then now you have cool shit in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, that's sick. So I feel like I've talked about it a lot with like a lot of people, like a lot of creatives last year, and the momentum that I feel like was being built. And I think obviously like the pandemic, but like we go from the pandemic to like slowly kind of getting back to like just normal life, and then everything kind of slowly resumes, so the shows start coming back stronger and everything. So I feel like with 2022, 2023, the momentum was like really high, and from everybody I talked to, it seems like this year is gonna be like a really good year. Like kind of you're saying, starting off strong.
Yeah.
But I think this year's gonna be a really good year for like Vegas and like creatives, but with the city kind of changing a little bit, more things coming to the city, like big events. You have the Super Bowl, you have F1, a lot of changes, housing situations happening. Where do you see the future of creativity in Vegas, and then the future of just like living in Vegas?
Yeah, I think we gotta create. I think like the locals have to really create something strong that can't really be
tampered,
like breached from an outside. From like just, I mean, I don't want to be like a gatekeeper or anything and be like, nah, like if you're not from here, you can't do it. But I feel like that's sometimes it's a good mentality to just be like, all right, we're just gonna like enhance the local community as much as we can and try to show love to everyone who's already been doing this.
Right.
But no, yeah, it's things are getting pretty gnarly, honestly. Like housing is crazy, and like everything's so expensive, and you have like people moving in by like
the influx from California too. Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but all I know is that we're just gonna keep trying to put out as many good things as possible.
Right.
Whether it's like a rave, book clubs, art shows, anything.
Right.
Anything that we're into, more performances, more like little DJ sets, live sets, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sick. No, I want to go in like head first, cause.
Yeah, I think everyone should.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, it's not as hard as you think.
Yeah.
It's really not. You just have to know what the outcome. You just have to know what the outcome is gonna be already, and like you have to like just
follow through. Really.
Just go through with it. Okay. Like that's kind of what the store is. It's like me taking from everything and putting it in one area. But I do want to do that more with like more art shows, more just anything really.
Right.
I just like making things happen.
And it's cool because it's like it's your unique filter. And I remember reading about like everyone has their filter. So like a lot of us end up like we all see similar things, kind of go through similar experiences, but like overall, like the mainstream, like it leaks into everybody, right? Mm-hmm. But as we get older, like our filters change. It's like I'm gonna take a little bit more from this side, I'm gonna take a little bit more from this side, and like everybody's filter kind of fills up a little bit, and it's like your unique interest, and like that's really cool that you found that, because a lot of people haven't found that, or they're not looking for it, they don't know how to find it, and they just kind of sit on the top and just take whatever, like just listen to the radio type, or just casually do this, casually read, or casually but like not a strong nerd, and you have to just kind of be really like confident in yourself and confident in like who you are and what you do, and you really gotta think that like that's the coolest. Yeah,
you got to get some real doers on your team, because we can talk about shit for hours, but then like if you're a doer and but everyone that you're talking about, the stuff you're talking about with isn't a doer, then you're gonna be the only one. If you start talking to some actual like doers, like some like let's go, let's do this right now, then shit gets done pretty quick.
I think with doers too, it's just like you don't even gotta talk that long type.
Yeah, you're like, all right, we got a structure, now let's build on it.
Or what do we do first? Yeah. Where do you go to like kind of surround yourself with like people like?
I've met at these art shows and like people just come in here and like it's a pretty intimate area, so like I'll be sitting here reading while people are shopping, but I'm always gonna ask them like how their day's going, and then they'll pick up a book and we'll talk about it, and then that's where the conversation starts. Like we'll like, oh, you're into this, I'm into this too.
Right.
Oh, you do photography. I have a space in the back where we can do a photo show. Yeah, it just spawns from like people pulling up and like talking and knowing where they stand on art and like what they're into.
Right, and then like, I guess when you first like, you know, I guess like when you first wanted to like kind of like do your own events and like do all these things, rubbing shoulders with the right people. That's something kind of where I'm at, and like I want to make sure that I'm like finding the right people and going to these spots. So like, any advice to me?
Yeah, just be 100% genuine and like tell people what you're up to and like what you're doing and your vision without any filter, any type of like trying to like be cool or showing them like, oh yeah. And then if you guys click, then you click, and then if hopefully they'll just inspire you to do things. But I think it all comes from yourself too. But I guess the way I did it, it was let me think how I met. I think I met Isaac at one of his shows. I really loved a piece he made, and I was like, yo, love your piece. If you ever want to show anything, we can do a show. Because in my head, I was already kind of like, I already wanted to have a show in the backspace. Met Isaac.
You have a backspace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Met Isaac. Met his girlfriend Alexis, who's also an artist. I've known her for longer. And then I was like, we clicked like immediately. We were just really cool. We were talking about doing a bunch of things together, and then we just got in a room together, and then actually just got to it. Yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes you just have to approach people on some like fan shit, I guess. Like, oh, like I really love what you're doing, and this is what I do. If there's a mutual thing, then it'll
just spark.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
My personal opinion on clothing.
Yeah. As someone who wants to make clothes.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know. Let me think. I think there's a lot of like good stuff coming up right now with like DIY and like kids doing their own thing.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like kind of, I've seen a lot of repetitiveness, a lot of like repetition on how kids like start up clothing lines. But I don't know, dude. All I wear is just like old shit. I just wear I just wear vintage stuff.
Do you go thrifting? Or?
I go thrifting. I got some homies that own like vintage shops that like if they see something cool, they'll hit me up about.
Right.
But yeah, just a personal style. Honestly, just whatever catches my eye, whatever I think is tight, I'll put on with like no hesitation. Yeah, shit changes.
Hat.
Huh?
Kenko hats?
What?
You like Kenko hats?
I used to wear Kenko hats. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like crazy ass hats. I know people always like comment about the shit I be wearing, but I do wear like this is like a normal
like a top hat.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do a top hat. But I don't know. I think fashion is just like self-expression, really.
A lot of it is like rinse and repeat, and that's something that I'm trying to like stay away from, and like just kind of like how it is like with your store, and like you filter certain things and you do your research on everything, and you kind of fall in love with these things, and like but I'm really right now where I'm at is just kind of getting caught between, like I said earlier, like wanting to do it for me and then thinking about the pressures of like other people, especially like, you know, you're investing in like all of these books. A part of you wants them to sell. Like part of you wants them to, you want to see them coming, you want to see them kind of go, and you want to kind of do it, and you want to be able to do this for as long as you can and everything like that. But how do you like kind of balance that?
It's weird because like I like genuinely don't. Sometimes I don't want a book to sell because I love like just the fact that I have it here. Because it's like a book that was like really hard for me to find, that I'm probably not gonna find again for like a good enough price or whatever. That I just like I love coming here and seeing that it's on the table and like that I have it and like you could get it at my shop.
Right.
So when it sells, I'm like, damn, now I gotta
Yeah.
now I gotta go find another crazy ass book that like I don't even know where to start to find.
So the journey just kind of keeps.
It keeps going. Yeah, I'm always looking for stuff. Like I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays, and I'm just going all over the place, just trying to find shit. I used to go to Cali a lot, and trade up with some other bookstore owners, and then bring them some stuff, and then come back with some of their stuff. But that got too tiring, dude. Like driving there every weekend.
Oh, geez.
Or every Monday and Tuesday.
8 hours back to and
Yeah.
there and back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a day trip. Yeah. So now
you would do it in one day?
Yeah, I would go in like the morning, just hit like 4 or 5 different shops, just
Drive
look for
back.
cool stuff, and then just drive back, and then come back here, rest for a little bit, and then come price everything.
Okay.
But lately, I've just been ordering a lot of books online through like my publisher, and then just going to like estate sales and whatever, however I can get a lead on something that might be cool.
Anything more you would like want to do with the space or?
I do pop-ups here. We've
Okay.
done pop-ups with my homie Timmy, who has this brand, Martin Aristotle.
I like that.
The homegirl, Aisha from New York, she has a brand called BB.
BB.
Yeah, it's like it's really cool. She's Afghan, so it's like really Afghan based.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I've done a few pop-ups with other people too, photographers, people that have like that make zines and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, just a spot for anyone who's actually like doing stuff to like come through and like showcase and sell or whatever. I'm always open to it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll probably add a bunch of grapes here and then paint the.
Yeah, add plants or whatever.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, I think I have to do a bunch of grape stuff. It is called Grape. My brand's called Grape Escape. So
Yeah.
I kind of force myself to. I gotta do grapes.
Just add grapes.
Yeah, I gotta add grapes. It's my signature touch.
Right.
But hold on, I wanted to show you something. I heard some stuff about you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that you're dating Rihanna?
No.
No.
No, they just had a weird like.
So explain these. Then.
Yeah, that shit was so random. They had a Formula One event. For yeah, that one's funny as hell. There was a Formula One event going on right here. And then I was just
stole her from.
Yeah,
ASAP?
pretty much.
And how you feel about your newborn child?
With the cig, you need to stop smoking. He's a bad kid.
Anything you'd like to say to ASAP and Rihanna and their 2 children?
Got nothing. I got nothing. Dude, that was random. Everyone thought, cause I play music from time to time, and then like they had posted like the flyer. They were like, oh, it's a ASAP Rocky Puma meet and greet, whatever.
Right.
And then it said sounds by, and it had like a list of names. It was like ASAP Blue, some other DJs, and then it said Pedro on it.
And then the photo too.
No photo.
Oh, okay.
It just said Pedro, and everyone was like hitting me up. They were like, "This is right next to your shop, and you're DJing it. Like, what's going on?" I was like, "I have nothing to do with this. They would never hit me up." Like, and then I was just posted that day. Like, I was like, all right, I was at the shop all day, then closed up, literally walked like 20 steps, and
I ran into you the second day.
Everything was going on, and then ASAP Rocky and Rihanna pulled up, and I just got a little selfie. Everyone was so focused on like Rocky.
Then you stole her.
I was like, Rihanna's right here. Like, what do y'all do? And then
you raised her up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
And then I ended up meeting the dude Pedro who was DJing, and we had hell in common, bro. He was like,
no shit, that's crazy.
He was like, he's South American just like myself. He's opening a bookshop in Los Angeles. So I was
Kango hats.
We both like he plays music and I play music, like
right.
DJ. And then I was like, oh, come check the bookshop out. And then he came through, bought some books, and he was like, I love what you did with the space. I'm opening a bookshop. I was like, shit, we can work. Like, I can help you set it up and order the books and everything and show you how to run it. So hopefully that comes
Pedro
through.
moment. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe y'all can DJ together.
Yeah, he's sick, dude. He used to DJ with Virgil a lot. Yeah, I didn't know that until he followed me on Instagram, and I was looking through all like his shit.
No.
He like DJ'd for like a Calvin Klein campaign, and then he would go back to back with Virgil a lot. Yeah, it was random.
That's fucking
But
crazy.
yeah, being here, dude, I meet like all sorts of people.
Yeah,
people
like,
that
you're in a really good spot.
Yeah,
like,
no, there's it's like a historic records shop right here.
Oh, 11th Street.
11th Street, and
Yeah.
it's kind of not the heart of downtown, but a little in the outskirts. But there's like some good restaurants and coffee shops. So people come here like.
Passing.
People that I'm like that I would geek out about if I met like a long time ago. Like I met one of the founders of NTS Radio.
Okay.
He was buying records across the street. They just came through randomly. And then they were like they liked the book, like the music books that I had and like some of the stuff. They bought some stuff, but yeah, we were just chatting and I was like, "What do you guys do?" And they're like, "Oh, have you heard of NTS Radio?" I'm a huge NTS fan. Like I listen to that shit every morning.
Really, still?
Mhm. Yeah, and then yeah, they were like, "Oh, I'm one of the founders," and I was like, "Oh, damn." And then yeah, just random people do pull up all the time.
Gee.
It just takes a conversation.
Yeah. And I think like I don't know if like it's social media that kind of like makes people forget that, and like it's just cool to like go to somebody and be like, hey, like
yeah,
hello,
on
like,
some regular shit.
Yeah, but I think like social media has added like a layer of like a barrier, so you'll see somebody but you'll just watch or take a picture of them.
Yeah.
Or record them.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like imagine instead of just like talking, you're like, oh, hey dude, is that the dude from the radio? Like, you know, and you're recording and you upload it for like some fake ass like views.
Nah.
Or whatever. But no, it's like you had a real conversation and I don't know, I'm trying to bring that back and yeah, man, but yeah, I love what you said, like tangible things, making them last, relationships that last, tangible relationships to tangible art, tangible conversations, like everything. I'm trying to like bring that back and like
and it's about empowering folks too, like
inspiring. No, I walk in here, it's hard not to be inspired. I hope you know that, man. Like you walk in here like you just want to make some shit, bro. Like so bad, like
no, I'm also talking like empowering as in like if anyone wants to do anything in here they can. Like empowering people. That's why we throw the art shows, because we want to give these artists like a cool stage to show their stuff.
You gotta show me the back, man.
Yeah, it's empty right now. Our last show is in October. But yeah, I'll show you. That's it. Yeah.
All right. You said you were a large, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Got that.
Oh, the packaging is sick.
Thank you, man.
It's tight. How long have you been running this?
I've been doing it, I would say 4 years since the idea was birthed. 3 year 2 was just like building momentum. But I've been going active like 2 years behind the scenes and it's been out for almost 2 years now. But yeah, Grape Escape.
That's sick. Grape Escape?
Yeah.
Like Ape Escape?
Kinda. What's Ape Escape?
It's a video game.
Really?
Have you heard it?
No.
Let me show you. It's
Now I gotta collab with them.
Yeah, no, they have a sick. Are you into like electronic music at all?
I like house music.
Okay, here, let me show you something.
But like EDM, I kind of walk away.
Are you into like drum and bass?
Sure. I'm kind of. If it's good, it's good. Like I'm not gonna say, no comment.
Right.
Yeah, if it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's
Ape Escape was
game?
like it's like a Sonic type of like. Here, look. But their soundtracks are insane, bro. They're like.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to this on the car.
Wait, no, not that one. Most of them are goofy, but some of them are actually like fire. Yeah, it's like ambient.
I like the synth.
That one's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'll send you some. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was an old video game, but this is tight. I like how you do your own tags too.
Thank you.
People don't be doing that nowadays. They just rip it off and then like screen print it on the tag.
It's like a lot. I think it's because it's like the work part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, putting time into like tags, so sick. Cool. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
This is tight.
Enjoy.
Hell yeah.
Then, lastly, want to talk about my new New York best-selling book of the year. Some are calling it the best book since the Bible. This is now I kind of cringe at it, but it's like a cool, fun thing I made. I think the next one I do, I'll stick to more shit like this.
Yeah, no, it's sick to put like.
But it's like a little bit of a storyline. It took so damn long, and I only got so many pages out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, man, like just talking about like the color, like the green and purple are like kind of the colors of like Grape, but like kind of like what they mean to me, and like just like cool shit. I remember my name last, put that on my last name, and then we have my last name. So yeah,
That's tight.
My mom's from Kenya, so I got that like I was born here, but I still got like that big like first generation kind of immigrant parent like.
Yeah, because like you could be in America, but the household's way different.
Yeah, and like
you're still going by like rules and traditions
different. Yeah, just some like music and just kind of like shit. It's kind of like what I see the future of it looking like. Big inspos, and then this is a dope photo. So this is outside like the golf store in LA, and then I'm sorry to show it to you, but then we had like kind of like I edited this in right here, like I guess like the inspiration of it. You know, like I'm seeing this, what am I thinking about? You know, kind of shit. And then talking, blah 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 blah. Cool little vision inspo board I made. But yeah, this is every photo I took for
that's sick.
Like my first 2 photo shoots I did. So I just like was like fuck it, I'll put everything. Because I only really post like 9. I only posted 9. Like for this photo shoot right here, like I only posted 9.
Yeah.
But we took like I think there was actually more that we didn't take, but
yeah, I want to do a zine
it's
too.
just cool and shit to see and like.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah, and then I made the front cover.
The shirt. Fire.
Back of the shirt.
Yeah, that's tight.
Okay, y'all see that? Pedro approved.
Yeah, no, anything that's like, anyone that makes anything, bro, it's always like, I always like, fucking salute, you know?
Thank you. Can I put it on the wall?
Huh?
Can I put it on the wall?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, it's probably best if you put it like on display on that thing so people could like look through it. Cause on the wall, like it's just like.
Oh yeah. Not for sale, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll come in, dude. The second one, bro, you're gonna cry. Second one, I'm really excited for the second one. Honestly, like it was just cool to like learn a little free trial thing and like, but yeah, I think it would be really cool to have you in the second one too. Like just like a
I'm
full
down.
spread of just.
Yeah, I'm always down, bro. Whatever you want to do.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
of course.
with me. Hope you had some fun.
Yeah.
Aprendimos a quererte desde la histórica